Good morning students, welcome to the English class. Today we are going to start with chapter number 4 from Flamingo, written Rat Trap. The Rat Trap is the story written by Selma Lagerlof. Now I suggest all of you to open page number 32 from your Flamingo book, so that we can mark out the various significant and important things in the chapter. So, let us look some information about the author Selma Lagerlof. Okay students, so let us have a look on life of Selma Lagerlof. She was a Swedish author and a teacher. She was born on 20th November 1858. She was the first female writer to win the Nobel Prize in Literature. She worked as a country school teacher at a high school for girls in Landskrona from 1885 to 1995. While honing her storytelling skills with particular focus on the legends she had learned as child. So, let us look how she has come up in this the story The Rat Trap here. This story is a set amidst the mines of Sweden rich in iron ore. So, let us start with the story here. Now, if we look into this story is having a approach where it focuses on the essential goodness in human beings which can be awakened by love and respect if being given, and the trust and understanding. The act of kindness not only changes the course of a person's day, but also changes his outlook towards life. Now, let us start with this story as a summary here. Now, say here, The Rat Trap is the story of a homeless wanderer. Homeless wanderer, the peddler. Peddler is a word which comes again and again in this chapter. It means the person who carry forward, who keeps on walking on footsteps. Okay, he just keeps walking, wandering here and there, everywhere. Okay, so he is a wanderer and basically a poor homeless person who sold rat traps for his living. So, the rat trap word comes from the way he used to earn for his living was he was selling the rat traps. His cheeks were hollow and he had the look of a starved man. He begged the material from stores and big farms. To survive, he even begged and stole. The world was never kind to him. Now, this was about this was the background of the wanderer, the peddler, and he was always been trying to find out the means to live, and whenever he was unable to earn, the only source to do or to get his means done, he used to beg the things. At times he used to go for stealing small odd things from wherever it was he finds an opportunity to steal. Now, all this was been happening and he has experienced that the brutal and the cruel face of the world, the people who have always been very unkind to him. So, this was been his experience up till now. Now, let us look forward how the story moves further. Now, one day while he was thinking about his rat traps, an idea stuck to him. He thought that the word itself was a rat trap. This was a metaphoric idea which came to him in his mind, and he started assuming or thinking that the rat traps which he used to sell are the way in which he is also being trapped, like he took the life as a rat trap, and he found all those material means means which are required to live a life, and those riches and the nice things which he can see in the society were the bait which was being placed as a greed to be trapped, to trap the human beings. Now, in this manner, he thought that the word itself was a rat trap. As soon as someone touched it, the trap closed on them. He was amused to think of some people who were already trapped and some others who were trying to reach the bait in the trap. So, he was being into, he considered that this complete world is a big rat trap, and in this trap there are many people who have already fallen into this trap, and they are just been rushing and following their greeds and to fulfill their material dreams, and whereas some other poor fellow must be getting tempted or maybe developing a greed for all those material riches and the things which are the means to live a life where people used to keep on searching happiness in those material things. So, this is how he has presumed his rat trap, and metaphorically he has compared it with the huge, this big world where he has been finding all kind of different experiences. Now, as he was been moving further in his life, one cold December, what happened in the evening, he was trudging along the road. He came across a little cottage by the roadside. Now, he was been just walking and passing on through the roads and been just searching out for the things, and during that like he was been just moving towards the countryside, and he came across a small cottage which was on the roadside, and he found that there was a light, and he knocked the door, and he found that there was a crofter, and he knocked at the door to seek for a night's shelter, since it was very cold. December is a cold month over there, and he was looking for some place to find shelter for the night, and that's with this intention he knocked the door. The owner of the house was a lonely crofter. He welcomed the peddler. The peddler was given hot porridge to eat and tobacco to smoke. They also played cards. Now, when he knocked the door, the peddler found an old crofter was been there in that house. He was the owner of the house, and he welcomed warm-heartedly peddler inside his house. He shared his food, nice porridge, hot porridge was being given to him. They enjoyed tobacco smoking also, and it was been giving him lots of warmth which he was been desperately looking for, and finally they had a nice time playing cards. Basically, Crofter was also quite lonely, and when he found as a company the peddler was there, Crofter also enjoyed the company of peddler, and he was been probably looking for someone who can just allow him to come out of his loneliness. Okay, so that is how, actually that is why probably why the crofter was being so kind and nice to the peddler. Now, let us look here what happened further. The crofter, he shared lots of aspects about his life. He shared that he has a cow. The crofter was generous as well as trustworthy. So, he was very trustworthy. He trusted peddler, and that is why he shared lots of his aspects of his life. Like, he told the peddler that he had a cow and sold its milk to a creamery, and that is how he used to earn his living. Now, he also told him that he received 30 kunurs as payment the previous month. Then he took down the pouch and showed him the money. Now, this was the thing which because he was trusting peddler, he showed him the money, and finally this was very tempting to peddler. Peddler thought of that money is been just hanging there and he can he can acquire that money, and it was a tempting thing over there. Then he put the money back in the pouch and hung it on the nail in the window frame. So, he did not took much care. He was completely having complete trust on peddler. So, that is why in the manner, in a very casual approach, he just hanged the pouch, that money pouch, on the window frame. Next morning the peddler left, the crofter locked his cottage and went away. Now, finally there came a thought in peddler's mind, and finally he decided that he will come back and he will rob the crofter. However, the peddler came back to the cottage as he was tempted to steal the money. He smashed the window pane and stole the pouch with 30 crores. He went into the woods and was lost. Now, as he had already decided to steal the money, so he executed his plan. He went to the cottage, smashed, just hit the window pane and opened the pane, and finally he took the the money out of the pouch and immediately started running towards the wood, towards the forest area. And all of a sudden, as he was been running into the forest, he was been quite fast, quickly moving into the forest, so that he should not be caught with this particular threat of being caught by someone. He just kept on moving, and finally he found himself to be lost somewhere in the forest. The forest was like a rat trap for him at that moment. He thought that his end was near. He lay down to lie. Now, as he was been running and wandering in the wood, he found he has already lost his ways in the forest, and he started assuming that, see, I was also, though I knew that this world is a rat trap, and there are a lot of tempting things, and this money pouch has acted as a bait, and finally he decided to get inside that rat trap, and now in this forest he is not going to find his way, and he is just struggling, and this money is going to act him and bring his death. He is now going to die just wandering here in the forest, finding out the way to come out, and there is no use of that money now. So, with these thoughts and thinking, he was just been thinking about his end, and he just laid down because he was been tired of walking and finding and searching out the way. So, finally he laid down, and he was been just waiting that probably in this cold temperature, this chilly winter, he will probably die soon without food and without water and without shelter. Now, suddenly what happened? He heard the regular thumping of hammer's stroke. He realized that he reached the Ramsjo Iron Works. The mill was owned by a prominent iron master. Now, all of a sudden he found that there was a thumping sound of big hammers, and that made him to realize that he was quite near. Probably he has been somewhere around that mill, iron mill, where that is the iron workshop Ramsjo, and he was being owned by that mill was being owned by a very well known iron master. Okay. So, he had come to Forge for his nightly rounds of inspection. Now, okay, so what happened exactly? The peddler, he followed the sound, thumping sound of the hammers, and finally he decided, he followed those sounds, and he managed to reach the iron mill, and he was trying to find the warmth. He went inside, and there was the furnace. Furnace is the place where the iron is being melted in those furnace, he was sitting against that furnace and trying to come out of the chilly effects of the December nights. And at that same time, what happened is, the iron master, the owner of the iron mill, he was on the night rounds. He used to take night rounds to inspect his workshop. So, he was on the round and he noticed the ragged wretch in the dim light of the furnace and mistook for his old regimental comrade. Now, what exactly happened? When the owner of that iron mill, he found somebody sitting over there, he was confused and he thought that his old friend from the force, one of the captains, was been sitting over there along the furnace and he has probably returned back to the workshop. So, he went to him, and because the light was very dim, only the furnace light was been there, okay, the light of the fire which was there in the furnace, and in that dim light, the owner, he was the iron master, he did not recognize him well. So, since it was very, the next day was the Christmas day, so he invited the peddler to his house. Now, at this moment, what happened exactly is, the peddler was very conscious about that probably if he will accept the invitation and he will go to his house, he will be able to recognize that he is not that same friend of his or the old known acquaintance. So, having a fear of being caught, he first refused to the invitation. Now, later on, however, the iron master's daughter, Miss Edla Williamson, persuaded him to stay with them just for Christmas Eve. Now, what exactly happened then? That as the iron master went back to home and he shared this information about the captain to his daughter Edla, she was been thinking about the old captain and the probably his poor situation. So, considering that aspect, she came back to the workshop and she insisted captain over that at that time, the peddler actually, though they were considering him the captain, but she insisted peddler to accept the invitation and spend the Christmas evening with them. The efforts which Edla took to invite peddler was so great, the peddler found that gesture to be so nice for him that he was unable to refuse Edla, and finally he accepted her invitation and he followed her to the house. On reaching home, the iron master told his daughter to give him fresh clothes to wear. When he came out well groomed, the iron master immediately recognized and realized his mistake, that probably he is not the same person as he was thinking of. So, what exactly happened? Finally, when the next morning, in the night, he just slept like that, and the next morning when he had a wash and then finally he was being groomed in a nice set of clothes which were being given to him by Edla to wear, and when he came out, he found the iron master, he realized that probably he has invited a wrong person and he is not the same acquaintance or the captain he was thinking of. Now, he wanted the peddler to leave the house immediately. Edla did not like her father's asking the poor peddler to leave. Now, there was a confrontation between the father and the daughter here. The father, the iron master, he just to correct his mistake, he realized and he asked the peddler to leave the home immediately because he was not the right person probably, and with this, but Edla was being a bit like she was been feeling sad about that inviting someone and now asking him to leave on the Christmas was probably not a nice aspect. So, she being a very generous and kind person, so she went ahead, she confronted, and finally she pleaded peddler to stay back and spend the Christmas evening along with them. Now, this was been a very nice gesture, and he never expected such things from people. Now, the love and the respect which he was receiving from the daughter, and the father also accepted Edla's request, and he allowed him to spend the evening with them. Finally, in the evening when Christmas tree was lit, Miss Edla Williamson told him that her father wanted him to keep the suit he had been given for wearing as a Christmas gift. Now, this was as been another nice gesture from the father and the daughter. She shared that he can keep that clothes as a gift for to celebrate the Christmas, and he can wear them as it was chilly winter and he was been already in rags. So, they gave them the suit he was been wearing. Now, after that, the next morning, which was the Christmas day, on that day, the next morning the father and daughter went for Christmas serving, leaving their guests behind. Now, normally on Christmas in the morning, the people they used to go to church and serve and give offer their prayers. Okay, so for that reason both of them they left the home, and peddler was there, he was left behind. Okay. At church, she learned that an old crofter had been robbed by a man who went around selling rat traps. Now, this information was being received by them, that there was a rat trap seller who has robbed an old crofter just 2 days back, and this made the both father and daughter to be worried about that. Probably they realized that peddler is the same man, and with this thought that probably he may steal their belongings, their precious things like silver, lot of silverware and their antiques were been lying in the home. So, they were being worried and they immediately rushed back to home. They rushed home fearing that rat trapper must have vanished after stealing things from their house. Now, as they reached their house after from the church, to their utter amazement, they saw the peddler had left behind a package as Christmas gift for Miss Edla Williamson. She opened the package and found a small rat trap containing 3 canoes, crumbled notes and a letter. Now, utter amazement means very surprisingly, it was very stunning for the father and the daughter to find that the person whom they were been expecting that they will he will be stealing their belongings had left a Christmas gift, a nice package been wrapped as a Christmas gift for the family. Now, when Edla opened that Christmas gift, there were 3 notes, the canoes, and finally there was a small rat trap also which was being gifted to Edla. In the letter, peddler requested Edla to return the money to the crofter who kept the money pouch hanging on the window frame as a bait for poor wanderers. So, in that letter he mentioned about that he is the actual person who robbed that crofter, and he now wanted to correct his mistake and wanted those amount, that particular those 3 notes to be returned back to the peddler, to the crofter, sorry. And at that moment he realized, he has realized his mistake and he wanted to get it being corrected, and he left the rat trap as a gift for Edla. The rat trap was the Christmas present given in gratitude to Miss Edla Williamson, who through her kindness and humanity helped the peddler redeem and rescue himself from the trap of moral degradation and regain a bit of his self-esteem as human being. Now, that rat trap was a symbolic present, probably he must not be having anything else. So, he was possessing a rat trap, he gave it to him, gave it Edla as a Christmas present, and he also acknowledged and thanked Edla that the love and respect and the gratitude, the way she was being kind and very generous with a man like him, the way she addressed as captain, and the way both father and daughter behaved, he never expected anyone in this world to be so kind and so generous to him, and that made him to understand that human beings are not only cruel or brutal, they are, you can the goodness of human being or the humanitarian values which the father and the daughter showed to peddler, they behaved in such a manner, such a nice treatment was being given to him, that made him to change his mind, and he was being finally rescued from the trap of moral degradation. When he robbed the crofter, he fell into that rat trap, and the love and respect and the gratitude, you can say the kindness, the humanitarian aspects of Edla made him to come out to regain his self-respect, his self-esteem, and the way he was being called and addressed as captain made him to raise his self-esteem to such a level that he finally decided to correct himself and come out of that rat trap of greed and materialistic means. Okay. So, that is how he finally decided to return that amount. He signed the letter as Captain Von Stable, though he himself was not actually Captain Von Stable, but he signed himself as Captain Von Stable as he had received this name with a lot of gratification, and a level of self-esteem was being attained by him just because he signed himself as he found himself to be addressed as captain. So, he retained that self-esteem and signed himself as Captain Von Stable. So, this was about the story. Now, let us discuss the thematic approach of this story. The rat trap is an appropriate title as Selma Lagerlöf has used the metaphor of a rat trap to highlight the human predicament of functioning of the world and the society. So, basically the story deals with the human predicament, the difficulties, the time that is harsh and difficult for any person who is not able to meet out his daily needs and not able to find the things to survive. The survival becomes a question mark in front of such people, and there this rat trap highlights that how people fall into the rat trap of a greed, and here the metaphor has been nicely been described or utilized by the author Selma Lagerlöf. Just as a rat is fooled by the bait to trap, most of the human beings fall into the trap of materialism. The story revolves around the incident of the peddler getting trapped due to his greed. Hence, the title is an apt one, means it is appropriate according to the story. It basically describes how he fell into that rat trap of greed and materialism, and finally how the peddler he came out and freed himself from that sense, and he gained his self-esteem and self-respect out of the love and care which he received from the daughter and the father. Also, it is worth noticing and remarkable how the story ends with the note of a hope. The story highlights the theme like human loneliness, status and treatment meted out to have-nots, and callous attitude of society and government towards such people. Now, this is another thematic aspect which is being dealt in the story, that how unkind and how harshly, indifferently we behave with such people who are struggling to strive in their lives. We do not allow them to be the part of our civilized world, and we are not kind enough to make them to be comfortable in any manner and give them support to survive in their lives. Another aspect in this story which we can come out with is, one of the themes is that man is inherently good by nature. Now, this can be understood that overall if we find a human being, you can find some goodness in that person, but the hardships, the society and the environment make them bad. So, the hardships of the life make them to be bad, bring them to act in a manner that brings them to become the antisocial part of the society. Human goodness and kindness can bring about the change in their attitude. This we have seen in the story, that how a kind and generous lady, young girl, her kindness, her love and respect made the peddler to come out, to change his attitude, to gain his self-esteem, and finally he corrected his wrong deeds, and he probably must have followed his life in a better manner. So, he changed his attitude, and that can be done, and this can be followed by other members of the society also, to make these people to come and join the mainstream of the life. So, this is how the story was being. Now, let us take up an important aspect, the characterization here. The important character is the peddler here. The peddler is a pauper who sold rat traps to make his ends meet. His clothes are ragged, his cheeks are sunken, and hunger gleams in his eyes. So, we can find that he was a very poor man, struggling to survive, being hunger strived, his cheeks and his body was been malnourished, and finally we can find the signature of his poverty on his body. If selling traps does not get him enough money, he resorts to begging and petty thievery. Being pragmatic in his approach towards life, he least bothers about his moral values. He never hesitates to do anything to earn his daily bread. So, he used to do whatever was been possible, though he was being a trap seller, but then too, whenever he did not been able to meet out his daily needs, he even was been taking up stealing small petty things, begging also. So, whatever was been possible, he was taking up to meet out his survival. He is thoughtful, wise and philosophical. This we can understand that how he compared a rat trap to this world, and being a philosophically he understood, and he was being able to understand the wrongs and rights of this world. So, he is basically a good person. Poverty has made him hard and vagabond. The essential goodness in him is awakened by Miss Edla, the ironmaster's daughter. So, when he fell into a situation where he met Edla, and he was being very kindly treated, and very nice gestures were being shown by Edla, the ironmaster's daughter. He finally found that goodness was being revived in peddler, and he was being able to come out of that state of greed and temptation. She treats him so nicely that his conscience does not allow him to betray the love and respect given to him by the father and the daughter. So, being treated so nicely the humble ways in which Edla and his father, the way they gifted him the dress on Christmas, the way he was being served, he was being given space, spend a Christmas, allowed to celebrate Christmas with them, that made him not to betray such nice people, and finally he was out of his temptation and greed, and he finally made himself to be a nice person. He realizes his mistake and leaves the 30 notes to be returned to the old crofter. He also writes a letter to Edla in which he thanks her for the love and respect given to him. So, he made two aspects over there. He mentioned two things in the letter. One was he made a correction of his wrong deed, that he robbed the crofter and he wanted the money to be returned back. Another thing was that he acknowledged the way he was being gratified with the set of behavior, the treatment which the daughter and father gave to him, and he was being thankful for the love and respect which he gained from them. So, that is why he acknowledged and was being thankful, and he mentioned it into the letter. So, given to him that transforms him into a good human being, and thus freeing himself from the rat trap of greed and selfishness. So, finally, we found Peddler to be a nice man, hopeful towards the life, and his goodness has been finally been realized by him, and he came out of that rat trap. So, let us take up the next important character here, that is Miss Edla Wilmanson. Miss Edla Wilmanson is the daughter of the owner of the iron workshop, Ramsjo Iron Workshop, and she is the kind-hearted, considerate and sympathetic girl. She represents all human goodness. Her basic goodness is clearly reflected when she intercedes for the peddler. Now, this we can find in the story, that how nice and beautifully, respectfully and with lots of love and care she treated the peddler, and that made the complete human being to turn around, to make changes, changed his attitude towards life and made him to be a nice person. Even after knowing the truth, she persuaded her father to let him stay on as a Christmas guest. It is her sympathetic generosity and compassion that awakens the essential goodness in the peddler. So, this is how Edla was being. Miss Edla is very affectionate and a caring host. She gives him good food, clothing and makes him comfortable. She makes him join the Christmas ceremonies. Her innate goodness reflects in each of her deeds. She tells the peddler that he would be welcomed in their house at Christmas. Now, this was also another gesture of her, that she invited peddler for that he can keep coming for celebrating Christmas every year. Whenever he wants to be the part of the Christmas ceremony, he can come back and he can stay with them and celebrate Christmas. So, this was another nice gesture from him, from Edla. Edla is very sensitive girl who becomes dejected when she comes to know that the peddler had stolen the crofter's money. So, this was very distressing Edla when she was in the church, and when he found that the old crofter was being robbed by the peddler. Her kind and sympathetic nature turns a thief into an honest man. So, her deeds, her good deeds made a peddler, a thief, to turn and become a good person. Okay. Now, let us take up a critical analysis of this story. As we can understand, the story is having a thematic approach. The rat trap, written by Selma Lagerlof, conveys the message that the whole world is nothing but a big rat trap. and all tempting things like wealth and material comforts are base. This is a story about an old disheartened beggar and thief who is transformed into a gentleman by the generosity and kindness shown towards him by a young woman, Edla. So, this was how the story was all about. Now, hopefully, you must have understood the various significant aspects of the chapter. Let us take up few of the important questions from the book which are being found to be repeated and being the part of various board exams. Now, one of the questions on page number 34, which are in text questions, question like, why was the crofter so talkative and friendly with the peddler? This was the question which was being found in one of during the previous years. Now, you can find this answer here, the answer to this question as that when the old see here, the old man was just as generous with his confidence as with his porridge and tobacco. Okay, see on page number 33 here. Okay. On page number 33, there is in para number 2 and para number 3, rather we can say para number 2 itself, you can find the answer of this question. Okay. And finally, you can understand that you have to frame the answer from the story itself. Okay. So, you can find the various aspects being discussed in the video, and on the basis of that you can frame the answer to the questions here. Okay. One more question I want to make you to write here is on page number 36, please write down one question. Why didn't the stranger tell the iron master that he was not Niels Olf? I am repeating the question. Why didn't the stranger tell the iron master that he was not Niels Olf? Now, to find the answer of this question, see here on page number 36, para number 3, naturally the first thing he saw was the tall ragamuffin. Okay, so this was the basic paragraph where you can find the answer. Okay. Now, you can write one more question on the same page. See here, write the question first. Who was the owner of Ramsjo Iron Mill? Who was the owner of Ramsjo Iron Mill? Why did he visit the mill at night? Why did he visit the mill at night? So, you can find the answer here in the second paragraph of on page number 36. Sorry. So, on page number 36, para number 3, in those days the Ramsjo Iron Mill was owned by a very prominent iron master. So, this is the paragraph where you will find the answer to this question. Okay. Now, let us move to one more question here, that see here page number 37 is having another 3 questions, and the third question, why did the peddler decline the invitation? Okay. So, this question has also been prominently found in the various previous year question papers. So, you can find the answer of this question on page number 37 in the very first paragraph of the page. Okay. So, there you will find the answer of this question. Okay. There is one more question which can be framed from these two pages, that see, you can write down the question, how did the iron master react on seeing the stranger lying close to the furnace? I am repeating the question. How did the iron master react on seeing the stranger lying close to the furnace? Okay. So, you can find the answer here in the fifth paragraph here on page number 36 itself. See here, but it occurred to him, the man with the rat traps had never before seen the iron master at Ramsjo. In this paragraph, you can find the answer to this question. Okay. Now, let us move to page number 42. On page number 42, you can write one more question here. What was the content of the letter written to Edla by the peddler? I am repeating the question. What was the content of the letter written to Edla by the peddler? Or this question can also be framed as, what were the contents of the package left by the peddler as a Christmas gift for Edla? I am repeating the question. What were the contents of the package left by the peddler as a Christmas gift for Edla? Now, for the answer of this question, both the questions are can be answered in the same manner. So, you can find the answer of both the questions here in the last two paragraphs on page number 42. On page number 42, the last two paragraphs are having the answer of these two questions. Okay. Similarly, the back exercise is equally important. So, I would suggest all of you students to go through these questions and to frame the answers of the questions. I hope I have made all the significant aspects being covered in this video. You go through the copy work and the video and come out with your doubts, and we will take up all those doubts in the live doubt session. Thank you students for attending the lecture.